Just imagine, just imagine, just imagine all the things that we could be. Imagine all the places we could go
in New Mexico
and see. Imagination's fun for you and me.
This is Dr. Phil, and I'm looking for a missing woman who was last seen at your compound, and we're not going to go away until we know that she is alive and okay.
Or make rainbows that never end.
I just imagine.
Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine all the things
Now, we're going to help her confront the cult and some answers.
Going into that cult. You're trespassing. Go.
I know my
Imagination's fun for you and me. We can go anywhere, we can be anyone, we can do it right.
If you're going to talk to me, you're going to have to be honest. Stand by. Talk to me, you're going to have to be honest. Stand by. This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Stand by. And
Just imagine, just imagine, just imagine all the things that we could be. Imagine all the places we could go.
New Mexico.
Just imagine.
I just imagine.
Do you believe she was there that
I just imagine.
day?
I know she was. I have no doubt in my mind she was
How do you
there.
know that?
I just imagine.
How do you know that she wasn't somewhere else?
I just imagine.
My instinct. I knew it.
Where are you getting this information?
I just imagine. Mom, Dad, why aren't you coming to get me?
I'm talking to Paula, who hasn't seen her daughter Stacy in 10 years. Now, Paula
I just imagine.
thinks Stacy has been brainwashed by what she calls a cult
I just imagine.
Where are you getting this information?
that Stacy joined after college. You understand, she's an adult and she has the right to say she doesn't want to see you. Talk to me, you're going to have to be honest. Stand by.
I know.
And you're growing up in the U.S. Right? I mean, that's the dream, where we have freedom.
I know. I just
It's a bizarre religious community. They say they had no money, no TV, no car,
I just imagine.
and no contact with family on the outside. They also say they lived under the eyes, the watchful eyes of these so-called trusted leaders who made sure a high standard of holiness was maintained. We're going to talk to Maura and Rebecca in a few minutes, but first, a woman who was not so lucky with her daughter. Paula's daughter, Stacy, was 20, Stacy was 20, Stacy was 20, Stacy was 26, Stacy was 26.
I'm afraid at night she's wanting somebody to come and get her.
you must be out your mind, woman!
I just imagine.
26, and right out of college when she joined the group. Stacy was 26. Now, Paula last saw Stacy 10 years ago.
This is my daughter, Stacy.
I just imagine.
She's in a cult. I've seen her once in 10 years. She had a lot of close friends devoted to her little sister.
Stacy and I were close all through grade school, high school.
They were inseparable. After college, Stacy got a job in Missouri. Brian, her now husband, was working there. He started talking with her about religion and things like that. Stacy told me that she had gone to one of these prayer meetings and there was a prophet there. She said, Mom, the prophet told me that I'm going to marry Brian and you're going to have a son within a year. Less than 7 months after Stacy and Brian met, I got a phone call and she said, Mom, by the way, I just wanted to tell you we're getting married next Saturday. You can come if you want to. It was in a little country church and it was a frightening experience. This was more like a funeral.
I just imagine.
The wedding service was like hellfire and damnation. This was the wedding. I got a letter from Stacy telling me that she was in this group called Aggressive Christianity Missions Training Corps in New Mexico. I got a hate letter.
I just imagine.
Do not try to contact me and please leave me alone. Let me go and live my own life the way I want to.
Stacy was 20, Stacy was 20, Stacy was 26.
I know. I know. I know.
I fell to the floor and sobbed.
Dad, why aren't you coming?
It was almost like somebody else was writing them
Where are you getting this information?
for her
I just imagine.
or standing over her shoulder.
I wondered if there was something that I did or didn't do when you girls were little
Stacy was 26.
that, you know, for some reason Stacy had to get away or
No,
something.
absolutely not.
In 1997, Stacy'd been there about a year and a half. All contact had been cut off. All letters were coming back, no phone calls, nothing. I had this overwhelming
I just imagine.
feeling that she needed me. I got a hold of the sheriff down there, and he said,
Take a walk on the wild side. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll take you out there. I wouldn't
Imagine.
if I were you. Go by yourself if I were you. He went up to the door and knocked, and he asked for Stacy. She came to the door. I started just shaking. When I looked at her, her eyes,
I just imagine.
they're glassy, like expressionless. She said they had changed her name to Gracious River. The last day of the visit, Stacy said, Mom, you can come back. Just let us know, and please bring Wendy. I'd like to see Wendy. That's the last time I saw a dog.
Take a walk on the wild side.
I got this phone call,
I just imagine.
and it was like she was reading off of a script.
Where are you getting this information?
She said, this is Gracious River. I'm calling to inform you to never contact me again. You're no longer my mother. This is my family now. And she hung up the phone.
Stacy was 26.
I know.
I've tried to go back twice and was not allowed to see her.
So coming up, I arranged a trip for Paula and a private investigator to go to the cult compound, confront the leaders, and try to see her daughter. We'll see how that went. Stacy was 26.
I know.
You understand, we're not.
I'm with her.
I just imagine
We're
her
not
crying
going
at
away.
night.
Never gonna
and say,
give up.
Yeah, we're going to
Mom,
want you to
Dad,
find out
why
where he's
aren't
getting his
you coming?
information.
It just
We're
hangs
going to
out
stay
with
down and we're going to find her. And she has the right to say she doesn't want to see you.
I know.
And what you're saying is, if that's her,
Doesn't it seem
if that's her choice,
odd that
then
somebody
you can
that's
accept that.
supposedly,
but you don't believe that.
If she tells
a
me face to
God-based
face,
group
looks me
is
in the
out there
eye, and
threatening
tells me
you
that,
and
then
putting their finger
I
in
could
your
accept
face?
it more than
Does that
their
tell you they've got
their
something to hide?
scripted letters. It's
Rebecca, how did you get out?
Directly opposite of what they
I know.
profess.
I just imagine.
I want you to find out where he's getting his information.
He just hangs out with his...
Maura,
Imagine that.
You must be out your mind, woman!
She really hates that.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Places we could go.
In New Mexico.